Yo, what up? This is the weekly press
Of the crossover you never thought you would get.
yeah. What up, all? This is the weekly plug. My name is Hypocrisy Jones. My homie here is Scrap Daddy, and we're here to plug you in, yo. Did I cut you off guard there? We're never getting this show started.
Oh, shit.
Yo, what up? My name is Hypocrisy Jones. This is my homie Scrap Lotto. We're the weekly plug.
Yep, and this week we got a whole lot to talk about.
Whole lot. You know, we're gonna hit you in on some documentaries like we always do. We're gonna give you some rundowns on some award shows, and we're gonna talk a little bit about a lot of things.
Yeah, a little lot.
A little lot. Yeah. So, on we get this thing started. You got a documentary for us, right?
Yes.
I know that's normally my thing, but we're switching this up this week.
Yeah.
Right?
I got intrigued by a little documentary that, I came across on the interwebs.
Yes.
And it's called Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Yeah, where's my jet?
Now, this is about a guy named John Leonard who back in the mid-90s, there's a Pepsi, competition going on. Like if you get a certain amount of Pepsi points, you get a prize.
I remember those things. You take the caps, you collect the codes, you get on the internet when, it was all dial up and it took you 45 minutes to do this. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you get like certain amount of points, you got like a prize. Like, let's say for like 20 points, you got a hat. And like 50 points, you got like a bat or something. Yeah. But they say like for like 700,000 points, you could get a jet. So, the guy ended up getting the points for the jet, but Pepsi was like, "No, we're not giving you no jet." But without spoiling too much, I really don't want to spoil anything with all what goes on. But basically, he takes him to court and try to figure out how he gets, does he get his jet or do they, fuck him over and be like, "Hey, sorry for your luck."
Well, I mean, I think he deserves pain and suffering or something. If he collected 700,000 Pepsi points, and Pepsi ain't even that good.
It's not especially for like 700,000 points worth of Pepsi.
I swear to God, if Cardi B comes up to me and says, "Is Pepsi okay?" No, bitch, it's not.
Also about the documentary, it's just a fun ride just watching it, but there's a point in it where it talks about something that happened in India with Pepsi too, which led to a few people dying. So you probably want to check this documentary out.
Pepsi,
Where's My Jet?
You got some splaining to do.
Yeah, Pepsi, Where's My Jet? On Netflix.
Yo, check that out. It's definitely going to be a good one. Real quick. I just want to tell the people out there in Kokomo Land and all of that, and whether even if you're not in Kokomo Land, if you're from the great beyond, I need your help. My big booty goddess, she was nominated for Best Stylist in Kokomo, Indiana. And I need you guys to click on this link. Well, you probably can't click on this link because it's a video, but we'll put a link down. Click on that. Go vote. Vote for her every day. She's the best stylist. Just take my word for it, or book her and go. And vote for Kimberly. It's Kim Stewart, but under this, it's Kim Johnson. It's Kim the Chemist. Vote for her for Best Stylist. Let's go. Had to plug that real quick. But the other thing that we've been teasing, we've been dropping, we've been telling everybody about the things that are coming.
Long-term booking.
Yes, long-term booking. We have some nominations to announce for
Yes.
the Scrappies, yo.
Yes. We're getting close, and December 25th is just like right around the corner.
Yeah, you look up, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be. But with everything that's going on with the Scrappies this year, with us being on the show, because like I said on the previous episode, that it's normally internet based, but now we're gonna be live with it.
We've upgraded.
Yes, we got some money.
I don't have money.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make
enough.
Yeah,
You got enough.
yeah.
But now I figure I'll do nominations instead of just giving you all right, this is Rap Album of the Year, DMX. No, now we're gonna give you these are your nominees for Rap Album of the Year. But speaking of Rap Album of the Year, I think I'll kick it off with the 2022 Rap Album of the Year. And your nominees are
Brrr.
You got Pusha T with "It's Almost Dry,"
That's a good one.
one of my favorite albums of the year.
Yeah.
You got Nas with "King's Disease 3," which I had to pick between "King's Disease 3" and "Magic" because they're both was rap album of the year worthy. So I had to go with King's Disease since that was more recent and more like of an album, which Magic felt more like a mixtape.
Okay.
And got Currency with Continuance with Currency and The Alchemist with Continuance. Got Vince Staples with Ramona Park Broke My Heart, and Larry June with Spaceships on Blade.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that the Vince Staples is probably my sleeper pick, but
Oh, yeah,
can't go against Pusha or Nas
Yeah,
at this point. Plus, you heard about Nas right here.
Yeah. Like it's this year rap, like there's like so many like rap albums I listen to, and it's kind of hard to pick, and there's gonna be some people like, oh, you didn't mention the so and so's album, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but there's something I'm gonna talk to y'all later about that will explain everything. So when that time comes, you'll know.
But it's also okay because you have other categories like female rap album of the year.
Oh yeah, for female rap album of the year, we have Lotto with 777, which is supposed to be like a gambling. You get all street sevens in a row. It's millions of dollars coming your way.
After this year, I don't think we should be playing dice no more or gambling. I'm just saying we're losing too many people. That's not even a joke. That's just real facts.
And I got like a conspiracy about the phone, gambling, but that's for a later time and date.
Yeah.
Then we have Megan Thee Stallion with Traumazine, which, Megan, she's been going through a lot, after getting, allegedly shot in the foot by Tory Lanez.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well,
Tory who?
Yeah, it's somebody who's, I guess, supposed to be canceled, but yeah, she been having a big year this year. She hosted SNL, and she's been doing her own thing. She's been doing like tours. She actually went to a Comic Con over in Japan. I want to say it was a Comic Con, and she performed in the Sailor Moon outfit.
Oh, nice.
But that's fine. She's too fine.
I prefer Sasha Banks as my Sailor Moon, but that's another story.
Yeah. Then we got Shay Noir with Food for Thought. Now she's more of an underground type, rap. She might be the best lyricist out of the group.
So what you're saying is you putting people on yet again.
Yeah. So if you never heard of her, you should need to check her out. Her album Food for Thought is it's one of my favorites from that class this year. And in it off, we have Griselda's own Armani Caesar with The Liz 2, which is her go at Elizabeth Taylor. She feels like she's the Elizabeth Taylor of rap. So she calls it The
How many
Liz.
husbands does she have?
She probably got plenty.
Oh, okay.
But y'all need to check her out if you're not big on Griselda and West Side Gun and Bean the Butcher and Conway the Machine. Check out Armani Caesar's album, which is also a nomination for Female Rap Album of the Year.
There you go.
Yep. And we're not done because we got a few more nominees that we're gonna say.
So you got a male R&B album of the year,
Yes.
and I'm guessing Tory Lanez isn't canceled enough because you have Alone at Prom,
Yes.
his album. You also have Lucky Day with the album Candy Drip. Brent Fayez with Wasteland, which is honestly one of my personal picks and one of my personal favorites. That's probably the one. You also have Drum with What Had Happened Was, and August 08 with Seasick.
Yes. All these albums, stood out to me this year. Like from a male R&B standpoint, it was, some dope albums that dropped this year. But
You got Producer of the Year.
yes. All right, with Producer of the Year, we have Hit Boy, who won it last year and who's been having a hell of a run the past 3 years from working with Nas, The Game, Big Shine, almost, a good majority of the rappers I listen to at least had a Hit Boy beat, I want to say, on their album the past 2 years. And after him, we got Alchemist, who also won Producer of the Year a couple of years ago, who's heavily been working with Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine. You got Brock Marciano, just so many artists. He's been having a hell of a year this year. Then we got Harry Fraud, who's French Montana's main producer, who's been putting out projects with Currency, and he's been a part of a lot of albums I heard this year. So I had to nominate him. We got the Neptunes, which made their return. Like the Neptunes really been kind of like dormant. It's been mainly like Pharrell on behind the production, but I guess Chad decided to come out of retirement or hiding and link back up with Pharrell, and they've been doing like a lot of stuff this past year, from the Pusha T album to Nigo's album to just different singles. Hell, they even had the SZA single with Ty Dolla $ign.
Right.
It hit different.
Which, if I can say so myself, Neptune's back producing can never fail. You got one more producer on this list, and I don't even know if we can say his name legally on this product, but go ahead. If it gets censored, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, the last but not least, Kanye West.
Yay. Yo, seriously, yay.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Kanye, he released a deluxe edition of his album, which had a few songs.
Yeah.
Donda this year. He released Donda 2, which only a few people have heard, or if you got the little Kanye little speaker.
Nobody bought that. Did you buy that?
I probably know like 2 people that bought it, but
I got the bootleg copy from you. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, see.
It still wasn't bad though.
No,
Kanye's still my boy, and college dropout forever.
Yeah, and hopefully you get your shit together and release a good quality version of Donda 2, because the world needs that album.
Please.
After you fix Donda 2, you can retire, go off to the sunset, and live forever, and you don't even have to hear from you again. We got enough music to survive off of you. We don't need no more music if you can just finish up Donda 2 and just walk off into the sunset.
I mean, he can't. He's a little too busy making people think he's a Nazi. Which
honestly, I feel like we probably can get him on this show, because I feel like he's just walking around at any show and just.
I will call my people. I got a homie. I got a director homie. He probably knows. Yay. And if not, I bet Jordan Granger is the plug for that. So I can probably get him to holler at Yay.
We can just tell him he's nominated for a Scrappy, and that might have him pop up.
Actually, that might. Yo, Yay, you heard this? Yep. You're nominated for a Scrappy. Come talk to us.
Nominated for a Scrappy. You got an artist that's nominated for a Scrappy, and you need to show up.
Yeah, and I'm a better host than Alex Jones. I can assure you that.
Yes.
All right. So we got one more category that we're gonna run down, and that is female R&B album of the year.
Yes, the ladies.
The ladies. And if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and read these off. You got Beyonce with Renaissance. You have Mary J. Blige with Good Morning Gorgeous. You have Ari Lennox, Age, Sex, Location, ASL. That's a good one, actually. Amber Mark with Three Generations Deep, and Alicia Keys with Keys.
Yes, all these women showed up this year, and Amber Mark's was really like the surprising album, because I really ain't never heard of her until this year, and I was like, her album was amazing.
Amber Mark is actually one of the ones I need to go back, kind of listen through. So
she gave us a good project this year.
Good deal.
And Beyonce is
she's
got haters. She got haters. She got lovers. But I wasn't really a big fan of her last project. But this one is kind of like upbeat, and like I'll work out and I'll be working out, and the album will come on, and I'm like, oh shit, like, okay.
Yeah,
on the treadmill.
Excuse me, I'm gonna let you talk here in a second. But Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time. Go ahead.
All time. I can't even remember which album it was.
No.
But Renaissance is a good album, and I'll check it out if I haven't, or if you hate Beyonce, check it out, because you might change your opinion.
Yeah, you need hater fuel.
Yep.
Who doesn't need hater fuel?
And then we got with Alicia Keys' album. Keys, which was a double album, which was the first side was basically her and her piano and doing the songs, and the second side was her and Mike Will Made It, who basically was co-producer of the second album, and it's basically like a remix of the original songs on the first one. So the first one you got like the piano and all this and that, and like the kind of like the original sounding of Alicia Keys. And then the second part you got like the hip hop, Alicia Keys, her going back to her little hip hop roots on that one.
I love me some Alicia Keys. My inner 13-year-old child is telling me to go put it on repeat with some lotion and tissue. I don't know why those correlate, but like they do. It. We can pass by that. we don't have to go into that. We don't have to go into that. So, these are your nominees for the Scrappies. The award show is coming out December 25th, so be sure to check right here at this page, at his page, at my page, at the Kokomo Press's page, and just about anywhere for your Scrappies. Make sure to download that playlist. If you got 7 hours to spare, just sit back, light 5 joints, and go. So it's all good.
You're at work and you need something to let the shift go by. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So this is what we have here for you with the weekly plug. I hope you got plugged in this week. I'm Hypocrisy Jones.
Scrap Lotto.
This has been the weekly plug. We're out. Yo! I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Weekly Plug. You got plugged in. Again, my name is Hypocrisy Jones. You can find me on Facebook right there. You can also find me across all social medias at Curator Bell, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook at Scrap Lotto, same with Twitter at Scrap Lotto, and you can find me on AMP at The Scrapyard.
Probably find us at your mom's house too.